Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's 8:15 in the morning here on a Friday morning. I have 40 minutes to fill, and I know that I'm not going to be shoutcasting this game if I don't do it now. The thing is that this match was played 24 hours ago, or just a little bit longer ago, even 28 hours ago. And upcoming weekend, we have a whole weekend full of Urban Terror coming your way. So no time to waste. Let me quickly get the bracket in front of me so that you guys also know what's up for grabs here. Winner of this will be one win away from qualifying in the, what's it called? Not the group stages, but the knockout stage. Loser of this will have a tough old battle because they'll have to win 2 more matches and not lose another match, otherwise they are out. The game is afoot. The match was GTV'd by cameras, and thankfully no issues at the moment. So I'm going to quickly check if I have camera mode in. Yes, I do. Let's add some audio to the mix. So Austria, of course, the choice of Team Australia. Mexico have chosen Orbital Team Survivor. Mexico definitely not a bad country, but they are most definitely the underdogs here. Let me quickly see if I can get that in front of me. Yeah, they have, of course, already played 2 matches, otherwise they wouldn't be here. They won against Asia, but in their second match, but they came against Colombia, the other South American team, in their very first match. They lost that 2-1. But obviously that's pretty good against Colombia, and I would say that Australia and Colombia are around the same skill, so anything is definitely possible. Following Hippers here with the SR8. Misses the first, going to opt for the Glock this time around, but gets shot, and yeah, that was by an SR8, otherwise he wouldn't have had 50% damage, but gets an instant medic back to 90. King Azteca checking, but takes plenty of damage by Howler. I wonder if that was through tunnel or all the way from... one thing's for sure, they're on the back foot here, and we can see the Australians are moving in for a flank. Well, they're crazy, not checking the angles. And one Mexican person already pushed through, so it's coming apart at the moment, 4 versus 3, and it seems like the Australians are going to string another round. By the way, guys, of course it's pretty early, so my energy level is also kinda low, so I hope you don't notice that too much, especially on YouTube. This was, as I mentioned before, Friday morning very early, and I just want to shoutcast as much as possible. I see that the views and the watch minutes, etc. are up. Oh, Liquid, go and screw yourself. I know that your energy level must probably be very low, in fact. Anyway, I'm going to try and give it as much attention as possible. Inepti here, 1 versus 1 against King Azteca. I wonder if he switched over to a different weapon or still is rocking the SR8. And there we see King Azteca was already very low. 1 hit was all that was required for Australia to string a second round in. Yeah, sure, Liquid, I know you're wide awake. You've been pulling an all-nighter. I wonder... freelancing is good for you, right? As long as you've got enough cocaine to keep you awake. King Azteca gets the opening kill here, taking out Hippers. Oh, nice exchange there by Taco Mex and Inepti. Good hits here for Shans. The 2-man advantage now for Mexico, but with Shans still alive, anything's possible. Nice try. It's gonna be the first round for the Mexicans. Hey OJ, I guess that we're in your time zone now, aren't we? I saw Delta White in here as well. But it was 2 AM for him, so yeah, fair play. That's the most awkward emote delta that I've ever seen. Tacomex trying to secure the kill, but the double tap by Inepti on the head. Lovely. So he'll be brought back to 90%, and the Mexicans have to try and do something here. No initiative being taken just yet. Tepocli takes out Chance. Fuerza getting the double kill, the triple kill in fact. Hippers fallen and Howler dying to Fuerza. And wow, Fuerza going strong there. Unfortunately we didn't see it from his perspective, but my goodness. 5 kills in total and it's all square 2-2. So as you can see, we still have Razteca, Ranazteca. Well, whatever. In sub. Man advantage now for the Mexicans. Crazy. Yeah, these guys are high pinging, and that nade perfectly positioned to get him out of that area. Hippers securing the kill on Azteca. And pushes in. Just not covering all of the angles, but Crazy was very, very low. Fuerza gets the kill. This angle, guys, is kind of sloppy. You can be spotted from... Ooh! Hippers with the SR8 missing. Great aggressive play here by Fuerza. I'm impressed, guys. Fuerza is doing... And Fuerza gets another kill. Sacrificing his teammate pretty much. But the Mexicans are in the lead now on the home map of Australia. That's not something that you see often. This game was also streamed live by... I think it's Fonsekovic. WH. Okay, never mind. That was very, very impressive. But, I mean, these guys are playing with high ping, or versus high ping, I should say, so... Anyway. Crazy. Not on point, but does manage to get the kill on Inepti. It's 3 versus 3, and Crazy will be brought back to 90%. Chance is going to rush in to try and get the angle on middle room. Gets one, but it's a simple exchange here. So 2 versus 2. Howler going to try and counter-flank them, but he is alone. Gets 1, gets 2. Very nicely done. Great execution there by Howler. So we find Waffles also in the server, but he is subbing. Oh, Howler NBA. Lovely nade. Not lucky with a second, but there's plenty of damage here. And the initiative going to Team Oz and Taco last one standing. It's not a flawless Taco, just... no, it was Tepocli who finally got the kill. Buckley pushing in and gets 2, gets 3, very neatly done. That's an assumption, Pauschert. We don't, well, at least I don't know the result. Azteca here with the SR8. Nicely done, Tepocli. And a timeout being called here by the Australians. I wonder if they're going to have Waffles play. That was very sloppy play there. That was very sloppy. I think that the Mexicans should have won that round. And now it's 6-4 if I'm not mistaken, or GTV. Well, anyway, thankfully we have the option here for time skill. Time skill. Well, let's do it 20. Oh, not 200. There we go. Ah, I see Tepokli, we're in your time zone as well. So since this is a demo, we have some of the players, in fact, now watching on Twitch. Nice attempt there by Shans, but no kill just yet. Neither for Shans, neither for Howler, I should say. I'm getting a bit of FPS drops on my end. I wonder if that's affecting you guys as well. And that is rough, especially since he bled to death in the end. So halfway point reached, and the Mexicans now for the second time trailing 2 rounds. Ooh, nice nade straight at the feet of Crazy. He'll be looking for some medical attention here. Hipper's the first one to die though, despite all odds, and in comes a Mexican push, very aggressive, sacrificing a lot of players as well, but Howler and Inepti from that angle just slaughtering the whole push. That's even though they had one-man advantage, they give it away, and that's kind of rough. I wonder what the score now is, because GTV demos often are bugged, and I'm just wondering if it's now 7-4 or 6-4. Nice initial headshot there by Inepti, and he manages to finish off the rest of the health remaining. Ooh, Hippers! Hippers bled to death there. So it's 3 versus 4, and Fuerza in dire straits, but with 20% he survives. King Azteca will not be able to med Fuerza up. It's 2 versus 2. And Jesus Christ, very well played. And here comes the med. So this should be most definitely... okay, Fallen is dead, thank God. Shan's now all alive. I wonder if they... Never mind. I was about to say, I wonder if they're going to stick together to secure this. King Azteca trying to get the opening kill here with the SR8. This time he doesn't spot the opponent. Nice cover fire there with the Glock. I should say with a macro. Semi-automatic macro style. It's funny, years ago that sort of shit would honestly just be, yeah, I think you would be banned for, not for cheating, but for abusing. But nowadays it's, yeah, well, I mean, even my Razer mouse allows you to set up macros and that sort of shit. So, yeah, it's funny how the times change. Hipper's trying to get a flick off, but doesn't successfully connect. And Tepokli getting the click, click, click. Gets flanked by Fallen. It's 3 versus 1. Yeah. A Fallen sandwich. So I wonder if the score is right now 6-7. Still have 7.5 minutes remaining, so that's pretty good. I saw in the RAR file that there are 3 demos, so I'm wondering if we're going to go to a third and decider. Or maybe one of the demos is due to a reconnect or something like that. Nicely done, Mexico. You're back in the game. I really thought that this was over and out. If any of my GTV cameramen... Oh. That's how early it is, ladies and gentlemen. And no, Liquid, I don't have an alarm set at 8:30. Well, I do have an alarm set at 8:30. It's not my wake-up alarm, thankfully. Nicely done, Mexico. Yeah, good morning to you, Tinker. Actually, guys, yesterday I did the most hipster thing in my whole life. I did it over the course of 1.5 weeks, but I made my bread from scratch, as in even made my own yeast, etc. So that was pretty cool. But that was what my alarm was for. You have to feed the starter. Hippers dies here, so all of a sudden now, and that's the first flawless victory, I think. 6 minutes remaining, and the Mexicans are in the lead. Impressive stuff here. Nice aggressive nade by Tepakli. Will not hit an opponent though. Yeah. 7 of Pinocchio. All lies. Ooh, behind the corner, Shan still connects. And Inepti suicides. Come on, update, GTV. Come on, this is crazy. Anyway, Fuerza, or I should say King Azteca was the last one. It said that he exploded on his nade in my screen. Or am I going completely batshit crazy? I'll go for the first one. Aggressive push from the Mexicans through tunnel. And in comes the counter-attack from Shans and Howler. Shans 14 for 14. Not a very good score for him. And unfortunately, he had the better angle. All square, 5 minutes remaining, 9-9. I'm sleep casting. Hipper's trying to get a nice angle off on a Mexican. But it seems that we're slowing down here. This is the first, round that we really have 40 seconds of no kills and no aggression. But in comes an attempt at a push towards wall here by the Mexicans, but they are beaten back and they lost quite a significant amount of players here. Howler down to 13%. Hippers versus King Azteca. Hippers down to 30. I wonder how much health King Azteca has though. One thing's for sure, King Azteca is aware of, they are aware of each other's health, that's for sure. There we go, the semi-automatic lock. Yeah, we should have had the good, the bad and the ugly playing on the background. But one bullet was all that was needed, and Tepakli opening the scoring with a nice nade on Howler's face. So 3 minutes remaining, 1 round the difference, but player advantage here to Mexico. That's a poor nade, very poor nade in fact, and Chance pretty much unhampered will be able to get the kill. It's 3 versus 2. Oh Jesus. Tepokli even hits Fuerza there. That could have been ended really badly. They do have a medkit, so it's going to be 90% versus 90%. And the Mexicans have hurt them. Great pre-shooting, great awareness by Fallen. A little bit of damage done to Inepti, and there comes the flank. Oh my goodness. Fallen on fire. Very well done, and especially by Fallen there, because he had to divide his attention between 2 opponents, and that is a vital round. It's all square, 2 minutes remaining here. Once more, the man advantage going to the Mexicans. Though a lot of damage has been dished out on both sides. Oh no! Inepti messing up there. Team killing team killing a teammate. And once more the lead goes to the Mexicans. I have the sneaking suspicion that we might have an upset coming our way. Australia might lose their first map on Austria in 2020. Nice nade! Oh, Chance spots it on time. Does get hit though by what seems to be an SR8. Uh-oh. Chance still alive. 50 seconds remaining. Okay, Australia is going to go balls to the wall aggressive now, that's for sure. Oh yeah, sorry, J-Cron. Of course they lost against France 2-0 in fact. Completely correct, forgot about that one. In the meantime, 4 versus 3, also 3 versus... can't keep up! 24 seconds remaining here. First, are going to run away! No! That's a comeback for Chance and Inepti there. It was 3 versus... No, what was it? 2 versus 3, and in the end they managed to win that. Talk about clawing that round back from the jaws of defeat. 7 seconds. If the Australians manage to win this, we are going to go into overtime. If I'm not mistaken, that's 2 times 5 minutes? I'm not quite sure though, that might be CTF. The Mexicans here starting to drop the ball. They should have played slower, and they're playing aggressively at the moment. Fuerza, last one standing, going to run away. He's going to run away. Chance in hot pursuit. Fuerza gets the kill, 42% remaining. Howler coming in with the LR300, and he gets the kill. Overtime, bitches. Sorry. Or is it overtime? Yeah, it is overtime. I wonder if that's... yeah. Config is fucked, indeed. Okay. That means that probably that... well, let's just continue watching. That means that probably one of those 3 demos is in fact... yeah, okay. Let's see if the demo number 2 is in fact overtime. Well, Austria is loading up, so it is. I wonder if it's 2 times 5 minutes or just 1 time 5 minutes. That would also make sense. Yes, Snow. Urban Terror at 7 AM. Oh, hey Full Avatar, nice to see you found the stream. I'm going to focus on the game, but the objective is Team Survivor, as in survive with your whole team. It's not very different to Counter-Strike, except that you don't have an objective aside from killing the opponents. In the meantime though, the first flawless victory here for Australia. Yeah, everybody's finding the game back. It's great. Don't forget to hit the follow button, Full Avatar, if you want to see more Urban Terror action. We're streaming weekly, well, I say weekly, at least 3 times a week. King Azteca only surviving just, and in comes Howler to try and counter, but Inepti taking so much damage. It's going to be a flawless victory again. All square with 4 minutes on the clock. Not too shabby, guys, not too shabby. I'm very impressed by the Mexicans, and even if they might lose this match, then, well, my rating of them, as in my expectations, if they have a favorable draw, and of course and that's due to the hat, but this might be a team to come back from the jaws of defeat towards the end of this Swiss system. And especially nice that they have a good SR8 player in the form of King Azteca. Another victory here for the Mexicans, but we might have an upset coming our way. Excuse me. An opening nade in favor of Mexico again. Yes, indeed, Liamsi. This is the first map. In fact, it's overtime of the first map. It ended up 12-12 or something like that. And now we have 5 minutes of overtime, and in come the flanking Mexicans from tunnel. They will med up really quickly, and that spells curtains for King Azteca. They will med up to 90. No risks going to be taken here. Is that Azteca might try and, well, he's going to try and get a favorable angle on one person. I don't think he's playing for the draw just yet. Good awareness by Inepti. Or I say awareness, but of course it wasn't awareness, it was anticipation. He had no real reason to expect him there, aside from game sense. Ooh, Shans. Oh yeah, he does get the kill. Crazy. Well, that shouldn't have been a kill, really. Crazy. If he would have medded up instantly, he wouldn't have bled to death. Well, in this case, the crosshair is a choice of, well, I used to have a crosshair all the time, Full Avatar, and the community in general, or the competitive community, plays with a dot as a crosshair. So thankfully you can change the crosshairs whenever you want, but this the community preferred this crosshair rather than a real cross. But like any shooter, you can change your crosshair. Anyway, back to the game, guys. Sorry, Australia in the lead here by 1 round, and it's 3 against 3. 1 minute remaining. This could be the match-winning round. Hippers, ooh, tries to get a short-range SR8 kill, and it's 3 versus 1. If the Australians are smart, they're not going to make the same mistake that the Mexicans did and wait it out before killing that last person. But they went for it, and well, they're leading by 2 now. An aggressive push here by the Mexicans. They have to. In fact, Howler gets 2 for the price of 1. In fact, he kills 4. Oh, that would have been an all kill if he managed to get Fuerza. Howler with 4 kills there. Well, the pressure was more pretty much off, but Hippers finishes it off 5-2. That's GG. Congratulations, Australia. You lucky so-and-sos, I should say. I think that the Mexicans can scratch behind their heads, because they could have won here on Austria. In fact, in my opinion, they should have won. But well played to come back from such a deficit. This last round is going to go to the Mexicans, but what a game, what a game. Thanks again to Shans and Cameras, who was the GTV cameraman, and Shans for telling me, come on mate, shoutcast this. Yeah, how could I doubt you, OJ? That's a good question. By the way, you never know, I might have another RAR waiting with a 3rd map. You never know. Anyway, for now though, we're going to go straight into Orbital. I'm going to quickly send a text message to a colleague saying, let's call at 9:15. There, done. So let's see what the Mexicans can do on their home map. I kind of disagree, Delta White. I think Australia is still the same Australia that they were years back. And I think, to be honest, that the level of play hasn't decreased. That's not the case. I think that other countries have learned a lot from seeing countries like Australia play well or get far in previous Nations Cups. Nice double tap there on the helmet by Tepokli, and Inepti is the last one standing here. But of course, the years are starting to count for, well, most of the players, I should say. I wonder what Urban Terror 5 will bring us. I was looking at some analytics of YouTube, and you can see the age range of the viewers. And wait a second, let's see if I can get it in front of me. I know, pro shoutcaster, not focusing on the game, etc, 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 blah, blah, blah. But while I get that, let's see how the Mexicans here fare 4 versus 2. Taco will at least get another kill. Oh, wait a second, so we have... Is Taco new? I didn't notice him previously. Maybe we just didn't follow him, that's also a possibility. Anyway, in the meantime, I have the info in front of me. So they divided into age gaps from 13 to 17, 0% of the viewers. That's not good for an online game. 18 to 24, 34%. 18 to 24, 35% of the viewers. But this one is scary. 24 to 34. 57% of the viewers. That's well, of course gamers get older, etc, but we need to really invigorate this stream. I heard from Arexo, by the way, that he was asking for good YouTube videos to show off the game, show off Urban Terror, because they are going to show on a main TV station in Argentina, they're going to show Urban Terror. I guess hashtag Corona, but that might be good to... oh, nice try here by Chance to get the right angle, but it's not going to work out, it seems. 4-1 already. Is that correct? Jesus. A lot happens in a short time. "30 is the new 20. Yeah, sure. Oh, absolutely. Don't worry, Full Avatar. We're going to... Urban Zone will still be around with Urban Terror 5. Don't you worry. So, after losing a lot of rounds there, Australia finally claw one back. Two versus two here. Tepokli trying to secure at least one kill, but it's all on the shoulders of Crazy here. Gets one, but pre-shoots. Oh, nice. I always find that very scary because that means that you're susceptible to a counter-attack. You still have to reload and that sort of stuff. But Crazy, well, risking it for the biscuit, and he gets it. Keep on shooting on this high ping server. Nice nade. Poorly played by Taco, to be honest. He should never have died there. So 5-3. The lead is steadily decreasing in Australia's favor, I should say. Out of bounds. I should shoutcast more often on weird times, getting new and different viewers. Oh my god, both of them together they didn't have more than 5%. So King Azteca here, well, Chance won't be able to run far. Oh, it was Waffles, sorry. So Waffles has been subbed in for Fallen. Sorry, didn't pick that up earlier. King Azteca, last one standing, and he will be taken out in quick succession here by Hippers' Glock. So 2 rounds the difference still. Let's see what Hippers can do with his S8. Nice. It's rare to see a kill through there. Oh, come on. This just reinforces how freaking fucked up that Glock is. I mean, when you choose to use that as a quote-unquote primary over a second... Yeah, no. Nice, Crazy. Oh, he bleeds! I didn't spot that either. Oh, just 1 kill off. That would have been epic. 3 versus 1. So, the difference reduced to 1 now. We've got a match on our hands, but I don't think that the Mexicans were hoping for this. They'd rather just simply win this in big numbers. Chance in dire straits. Hipper's not even going to med him, just going to try and counter the Mexicans. Great timing there by Hippers, waiting for King Azteca to be occupied. And 4 versus 2 now. Taco, last one standing, and in comes Hippers to surgically remove... to perform some plastic surgery, I should say. Surgically remove his life from his limbs. It's all square for the first time since, I think, the start of this game. So 3 versus 2 here. Can the Mexicans win a round finally? Oh, not like this, not like this. Where is Taco? Oh, thankfully Taco had 100%, otherwise I would have given Chance the upper hand here. Yeah, Holy Logic TV, that's true. The Glock macro wins. Then again, anybody can do it, so...
Red team wins.
Flawless victory here. The Mexicans seem to have the upper hand in the first couple of rounds, but Australians now have a handle on him. Neatly done there by Chance, the double tap on the helmet, and dishing out tons of damage to Taco, who will be swiftly hunted down by Hippers. 8-7, Australia in the lead. Halfway point now reached as well, so I wonder what Mexico is going to do. If I were them, this might be a good timing to quickly call a timeout. Stop the rut, as they say. Chance still alive with 100%. He's going to try and find an angle and take one Mexican out. Then find another angle for the next. But if they stick together... that's the problem. So, 8-8. Tepakli not playing as well as his teammates, but also not as well as he has been playing in the first first map, I should say. Waffles, after being subbed the first map, now having a bit of a tough time. But once more, kills are not the be all and end all of this game mode. Giving health to your teammates is also incredibly important, and I wish that I would have a statistic for that. OJ, are you writing this down? Requests for Urban Terror 5. So, where the Mexicans should have won this round, now they're facing off 2 versus 1, and Crazy realized my timing is off, I have to retreat. Oh, wait, too late. Wow. Okay, well, that felt like macro play. Anyway, doesn't really matter. The Mexicans won in the end. And I think, to be honest, that I won't be mentioning macros, etc. It's everybody can use it. Apparently, I still have an opinion about it, but yeah, everybody can use it if they want, apparently, and yeah, it's part of the game. Urban Terror has always been a pretty scriptable game. I remember Nexu, a teammate of mine, movie maker as well, as some of you might still know, but he made scripts like, okay, turn 180 degrees, or well, that sort of stuff. Mexico once more building upon a lead, or building a lead here. I don't think so, Liquid. Honestly, it's 5 o'clock somewhere on the world, in the globe. It's nearly a weekend though, so I'm really looking forward to that. Have a long day in front of me. Have to give a training to a virtual training to something like 35 people from 1 to 5. And then my weekend has well and truly started. Then I have to do some prep for the 2 versus 2 tournament. In fact, no, I thought for a second it might be really cool if I do the draw instantly after this, but I'll do the draw for the 2 versus 2 tournament somewhere this afternoon or early evening. Sorry, I don't know what that first word is when it comes to whiskey. There is no such thing as cheap whiskey. That's... Well, there is, but I use that for making Christmas pudding. Sorry, Irish things. Well, not only Irish. In the meantime, though, the Mexicans have a 4-man lead, so good luck, Hippers. It's going to be 10 to 13. If they can just keep this lead for another minute or two, then they will be certain of the win here. Ooh, neatly done there, Waffles, saving the day. Five minutes on the clock, 2 rounds to difference, and Crazy, together with Fuerza, in fact, secure our 2-man lead. Fuerza, though, dies now, and Shans finds a very, very handy angle. 3 versus 2, but it is the top fraggers, discounting Howler then, but Hippers and Shans are definitely not the easiest to kill. Oh, dire straits here. 2-man lead goes away. Oh, Crazy. Solo. Hoping for a headshot here. Yeah, well played, Hippers. So, 1 round the difference now. Exciting stuff. For those who are new here on the channel, don't forget to hit the follow button. It's not often that I stream this early in the morning, but if the regular time zone doesn't suit you, then you can always find us on YouTube, youtube.com/urbanzoneleague. We have been rapidly increasing our number of views and minutes watched, and especially those minutes watched are very important. We still need 1,000 hours, but you can help us with that. And when we get that 1,000 hours, we can finally, after 5 years of no income from YouTube ads, we can get that going again. And I know that sounds bad, but it's actually good. Good to have some additional income. And oh my god, that was a team kill just there. I think it was Tepokli who... Yeah, indeed, I have my window open. Yeah, Taco Max hit Tepokli in the helmet. And Tepokli died. That's rough. That could actually be... curtains. Oof, that's really rough to lose a round like that, and now they seem to be losing another round. I have a very sensitive microphone. See you, OJ. Nice to see you tuning in. The Australian's just going to run the clock. The question is, was that the smart choice? Taco and Fuerza versus Shans. Taco seems to think that Shans is in bio, but he's not. 62%, I wouldn't discount him either. 10 stuff, very important round this as well. Shan's going to play conservatively? What's this? 37 seconds remaining for a draw. If you're Mexico now, you have to just simply... well, no, you don't have to, but I would go aggressive. I would split up, see if you can get Chance down to 30%, and then have the second person follow up. But with 20 seconds remaining, this... Chance has been spotted, and Chance will be taken out. Only just 14-14. All square. 75 seconds in the game still. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. That would have been epically bad timing for a 999. But it's also not the best way to start off a round. Howler gets the opening kill on Fuerza. Don't know what was happening there. Nice reaction there by Waffles. Oh no, oh no. Here goes the Mexican hope.
Red team wins.
Well, I say here goes the Mexican hope, but they can still secure a second overtime. Well, actually, is it 14-14 now? I don't understand this freaking GTV. That's another request, OJ. Please have a GTV be part of Urban Terror 5. In the meantime, though, Shan's going strong here. Gets 2 kills. Going to try and get... GG being called. They don't have a lot of expectations from Taco. He's down to 20%. Oh... Unfortunate Mexico, you really battled your heart out and truly deserved better. But this means, ladies and gents, let's have a look at the bracket. Mexico drops down to the group with 1 win, 2 losses. Yeah, indeed. So to the right of this middle bracket, there's 2 groups. One group with 1 win, 2 losses. That's where Mexico's going. Australia now goes to the group that's 2 wins, 1 loss. and everybody that wins their third match is out of the group stages, as in they are out. They are into the knockout stage. Good question, Liquid. I have an NT-USB Rode microphone, and I'm really pleased with it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. It's very early to host a stream, but I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be uploading this to YouTube as usual, and see you on the flip side. Don't forget, Saturday and Sunday from 3 o'clock Central European Summertime, we will be hosting the 2 versus 2 tournament, which will actually be very interesting since there's money on the line. There's 65 euros in the prize pool, and who knows, we might be adding a little bit more, but I'm looking forward to that. This evening we're going to do the group draw for that. Thanks for watching, everybody, and enjoy your workday.